feel?
A little tight, but good.
Okay.
I really feel it in my hamstrings.
Over here. You're gonna inhale. Okay, forward. Heart open. Exhale, tuck the toes. Send the tailbone up into downward dog. And then just let your knees come back down to the mat. We're gonna come into a kneeling position. And here, you want your hips stacked over your knees. And you're going to send your hips forward and open your heart. And as you inhale, you're going to reach back for your ankles. If that feels like a little much, you can do it with just one ankle, or you can put your hands on your lower back and bend that way. Whatever feels good for you, and try to hold it for 3 breaths. Beautiful. And you come back into sitting. Or actually, we're going to send your hips back. This is going to feel good. Send your hips back, widen your legs. And you can send your hips back. Put your arms out in front of you and let your forehead rest on the ground. And that'll give your back some relief. That feels good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention earlier, I dislocated my shoulder years ago and I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's just a little tight right now, and when it's up at this angle.
Can I help?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't like hurt or anything. But
Please can you really relaxed?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels tight, but it also feels good that it's going to be a stretch and the angle doesn't really hold it in.
And whenever you feel ready, you come back up to a seated position. And we're going to extend our left leg. And we're going to put our right foot in our left groin. And your left leg should be straight. Your knee can be micro bent if it needs to be. And you want your foot to be pointed. The best way I know how to describe that is like you're wearing high heels. You know what to do. Cool. And we're going to inhale and lift up, lengthen your spine. And then exhale and bend towards your foot. Bring your head down if you can. Hinging at the hips, so you want, it's kind of like before where you want your straight spine until you get down, and then it naturally curves. And then hold that for 5 breaths.
I'm not as flexible as I used to be.
Same here.
I believe I keep doing this, so.
Come up, and we'll do the other side. So this time, your right leg will be out. Left foot will be in the groin. Right foot pointed. You can inhale and exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. It's also really more about the hinging at the hips and the straight spine than it is trying to touch your feet or bring your knee or bring your head to your knee. That's not the important part. up to seated. And we'll do that but with our legs forward. So we'll inhale and lengthen the spine, and then exhale, hinge at the hips and come forward. And next, while you're in seated, you'll lean back and you're gonna put your hands directly under where your shoulders are when you lean back like that. And then on your next inhale, you're gonna ground your hands and your heels into the ground. And you're gonna lift your body up. So there should be a straight line from your shoulders to your hips to your heels. 5 breaths. You can come down. You can come down at any time, by the way. Those are just suggestions. And then from here, gonna widen our legs. And this will be another forward fold, kind of similar to the other ones. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll hinge at the hips and you can walk your hands forward, just as far as it feels okay. And while you're here, now you can bring your feet together. You can inhale and lengthen the spine. And you can turn your feet, the soles of your feet up, almost like you're opening up a book. Yeah. And then after you've inhaled and lengthened the spine, you can exhale and bend over them. It doesn't have to be flat. And when you're like this, if you can, you want your pelvis to be tilted out, like your butt sticking out. That helps your hips. I can help you bend a little deeper. And just opening and going inward. Bend our knees and just put our hands behind us. And you want to root your feet and your hands into the ground. Exhale. And on your next inhale, you're just going to lift your hips. So your knees should be stacked over your ankles. Your hips should be in line with your knees. Shoulders should be stacked right over the wrists. 5 breaths. Now you may lay down. These are the easy breaths. And come to lying down on your mat. And here we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. And as you inhale, you can lengthen the spine laying down. And on your exhale, let your knees fall away to the floor. We can just rest here for a minute. Maybe start thinking about the intention that you set at the beginning while we're in these cool downs. And then on the next inhale, you can bring your knees back up together so that you're laying with your knees bent, feet on the floor. You're going to put your arms down by your sides, palms on the floor. On the next inhale, you're going to ground your hands and your heels, your feet into the floor, and you're going to just lift your hips into a bridge. And hold that for 5 breaths. And then exhale and let yourself fall back to the ground. And then we're going to do a shoulder stand next. So on your next inhale, I'll show you. You're going to send your legs and your torso over your shoulders, but you can support yourself by bringing your elbows together and holding your back with your fingers facing upward. And then have your feet pointing. And you want to stay here for about 20 breaths. If you can, 15 to 20, and that'll help with all the circulation benefits. But I'm bleeding, so.
Might need help thoughts again getting up.
Okay.
So,
You're gonna send your legs and your torso up and support yourself here. Perfect. And it helps if you bring your elbows inward if you can. That can stabilize. But if that feels good, that's good too. Yep. And then how's that feel?
Yeah.
It helps too. I can stand here. How's that?
Much better. I think I can get it.
Yeah?
I think.
I got you. And then exhale, you're going to walk your hands down your butt and your back, and we're going to bring you down slowly. There you go. You can rest a sec. And then, are you laying here? You can put your legs out. And on your next inhale, you can just support. You're just laying on your forearms with the top of your body lifted. Feet are pointed. And you can look back. So you can bring your head to the ground, but I just prefer to look up. 5 breaths. exhale and come back down. And for our last cool down pose, you can inhale and bend your right knee up. Lengthen your spine, and then as you exhale, you can bring it over to the side. Just lay it over your left leg with your arms out. And then while it's laying this way with your arms out, if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can turn and face the opposite way with your head, so you're looking at your right hand. And we'll go to the other side. When you come out of that, and inhale as you lengthen your spine and lift your left leg, arms out, and then exhale as you send that one over your right leg. And
Like, so my hips should be like
yeah,
that.
perfect. And then you can lay your head the opposite way, so to your left hand. And when you feel ready, you can just come back to a comfortable lying. You can just lie down on your back when you're done. And here you can just get comfortable. I would lie on your back with your legs out, or they can be up. And find your breath. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths here. Just let your eyes close and try to let your body fully relax. Relax your toes and your feet, your ankles. Relax your calves, your shins, your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips and your pelvic area. Relax your stomach, your ribs, chest. Relax the muscles in your lower, middle, and upper back. Relax your fingers, your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms. Relax any tension that might be in your shoulders. Your neck. Relax any tension in your jaw. And the muscles in your face. And the crown of your head. And just melt into the present moment that you're in. I want you to imagine that there is a white light orb that's floating above your head. And that white lit orb is love, peace, joy, tranquility, a sense of safety, compassion. And imagine that that orb is traveling to the top, the crown of your head, and it's coming through, it's infusing your head, spreading down to your heart, into your core, and then that light is running through your arms and your legs, to your toes and fingers. And then it's pouring out of you into the ground and me and the earth, every living being, plants, animals, pours into you and then you pour it back out. And that's a lot like what grounding in our own energy and making space to pour into ourselves is like. It starts as something that we do for ourselves, and then it connects us to everything that's around us. Which is how we were meant to be, because we are all connected and we are all one. When you take care of yourself and love yourself, you take care of and love the world too. I'll just give you a little bit of time to let that soak into you and everything radiating out around you. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to bring your attention back to the present. And this room, maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers a little. Maybe let your eyes open softly. They can flutter open and look at the ceiling above you. And just notice how you feel. If you want, you can roll over to one side. You can fetal position on one side. And then when you're ready, you can push up from that side and bring yourself back up to the seat. How do you feel?
Aware.
Yeah.
no, you can't be at peace. There's too much turmoil in your life right now. My mind and body is like relaxed, but I can feel my body resisting the relaxation.